What's going on, guys? Kivox here, and welcome to another new Wandsday, where we're going to talk about some new wands that I've made, and also going to go over some of the wands that you guys made. Maybe I'll throw in a couple of tips here and there. So, welcome. So if you guys don't already know, we do this every single week. You guys can also submit your wands. I'll put the email right over here. It's newwandsday@gmail.com. Just send your images over there. Tell me a little bit of story about the wand if you'd like to. People seem to just want to tell me, what the length, the core, all the stuff. So go ahead, do that. I don't mind. I read all of them anyway. I don't talk about all of them. I just talk about a few. I kind of pick and choose a couple of them. Either something that I want to give you guys a tip about, or one that I really, really like, or both. If something I really, really like, but I would change something. And again, all of these opinions are mine. It doesn't mean that they're right. It's just an opinion. So don't get offended if I say something and you take. Please just don't get offended. That's my point. That's the main thing I'm asking you guys. Don't get offended. I may make a joke. I'm just joshing, just pulling your legs. So my nose is so itchy today. I got my coffee. If you guys want to go grab your coffee, maybe your tea, maybe your soda, energy drink, whatever you want. But you guys may be wondering why I drink coffee with a straw. It's good for your teeth. Or wait, it's not as bad for your teeth. Doesn't make them as yellow. So if you guys are big coffee drinkers, start drinking with a straw. It makes your teeth less yellow. Hot tip for the day. You're welcome. Today we're gonna start off by talking about this little wand. I'm not sure actually how big this wand is. I don't have any information on it. It was submitted by Michael Ewing. Welcome, Michael. You've been with us for a little bit now. You were in the live stream last week. If you guys don't know, we do a live stream every Friday. So make sure you come back for that, because it's fun. We do talk about stuff and Harry Potter stuff and whatever actually is going on that week. So this wand it's very non-traditional. It's very kind of big. It looks like a broken branch. I don't have any other images of it. I think this is the only one that I have. So it's kind of hard to describe it, but one huge thing that I love about this wand, the idea behind it. The idea was that the core is unicorn blood, which, if you think about it, whoever made that wand, tisk tisk, you're gonna have a shortened life because you killed the thing, unless you didn't kill it and I guess you just used it. I'm not sure what the rules specifically are. You may live a half-life, a cursed life, but the idea is really cool. Unicorn blood, and it's seeping out, or it's broken and it's working its way out of it. I love that idea. May have to steal it, but I have to figure out a way to use the unicorn blood and I don't get cursed, because I don't want that. But the idea is great. I love it. One thing I don't love the shape of the wand. I mean, maybe I would if I could see the rest of it. I feel like the bigger part of it, the fatter part, should be more towards the handle. It doesn't look like a traditional Harry Potter wand, but there are some really weird Harry Potter wands out there, guys. If you guys, you Wizarding World wands out there, if you guys haven't seen some, there's just some really, really weird one. Go back and watch the one that Barty Crouch Sr., his wand from the movie. It's hideous. It's one of the ugliest wands I've ever seen. So if you guys haven't seen that, like every time I watch movies now, the Wizarding World Harry Potter movies, I just focused on wands. That's like the main thing I'm paying attention to. And some of their wands, man, they're ugly. Jeez, they're ugly. But this one's cool. The idea is the best part about it. Like I said, I don't love the shape of it, but I may love it if I see it from a different angle. I'm just not seeing it from a different angle. So good job, Michael. I hope you keep making wands and keep having cool ideas like this, because this was dope. Nice job. So the next wand was submitted by Jackson. Here's what I like about this wand. It's extremely simple. It seems like it was a branch. It was stripped with the bark, and we didn't go down very far. We kept it fairly simple. Kept that natural wave of the wand, wave of the branch, which is great. I love that. It looks really nice. Looking at it from the top, it looks like it's nice and straight. And then, you know, that I really, really love that little arch. Here's another thing I love about these pictures. You ready for this? We got that nice background right there, which it looks like it's a paper towel. You know, whatever, it's cool. I just realized that it was on a paper towel, but it works because it creates that contrast, so it's good. You could have just taken a couple pieces of paper, like printer paper too, but you know, whatever, it's not a big deal. So it looks like these runes, according to Jackson, they are the Norse gods. I think it was Norse. Yes, Norse gods, and like Loki, Thor, Odin, Fenrir. So apparently those are Norse gods. I know 3 of those. I didn't know that Fenrir was a Norse god, but yeah, you know, it looks cool. I'm impressed with the engraving. You did a very good job with those lines. They nice and straight. You probably used like a Dremel, I'm assuming, to get those, but it's hard to do. It's not easy to get those lines to be nice and straight. So good job on that. Again, I can't really judge this one like too harshly. I feel like it was a fairly like good design. Simple. I'm all for simple, usable designs. You don't have to go crazy to make a cool wand. A lot of people complain about Cedric's wand because it looks like a chopstick with some paint on it, but it's nice. It's a simple design. It looks good. You don't need crazy stuff. And the back of it is engraved. It has some little pizza slices and pizzas on it and stuff like that. I think it looks pretty cool. So a good job, Jackson, with this wand. I like it. So this one was submitted by Alex SG, which really like this wand. Again, it's the simple ones that get me, right? You don't have to go super crazy with wands. You can go super simple. And they look really, really good. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is, or even if it's a branch, or if it's probably a branch. It's very, I don't know. I can't tell what it's made from. It does look like you used some paint for the handle part of it. You did ask for some tips. What could you do? All right, so here's what I would do to make that handle better, because the rest is pretty simple. You don't really have to do anything there. I'm pretty sure that's what you want. You wanted it to just be a straight line tip on the wand. I do like that your wand tip isn't super, super pointy. I'm never a fan of extremely pointy ends. I feel like they're just, you know, you're going to poke your eye out, kid. So definitely I tend to cut my ends and then just kind of round them off a little bit just so that they're nice and rounded. Most of you guys do that when you guys are making wands, so that's good. What I would do for the handle though is I would take a small flat file and just run it down the side, like just run it all the way down like this, just to get it to give you a nice straight even cut there on that line. You just need a thin like jeweler's file, and just go on all of those all the way around and just line it up nice. Go slow, don't go too fast, don't put too much pressure, because if you slip, that sucks when that happens. Then you got to figure out a way to fix it and make it look good. So that's what I would do, and then go back and paint it again, because I do believe you did paint that handle, unless you found a black bark tree, which would be really cool. And if you did, send me some of that wood, because that would be awesome. Let's move on to my wands, and you guys can judge them all you want and let me know how bad they are, because some of you guys are like, yo, your wands suck, dude. And I'm just like, all right, then don't buy them. All right, it's as simple as that. Just that's good. Thanks a lot. And then I cry myself to sleep at night. Put on this face of being like, you know, I don't care. I don't care. But truly, deep inside, I'm dying. So I made 3 wands. If you guys are coming over from Patreon, you guys probably already saw them. But now I'm going to show you guys them a little bit closer and show you guys a little bit more. And for all of you other people that have not seen them yet, hopefully you guys like them. So as usual, let's go over the wands that we made the other day during the stream. We made all of these. You guys voted for me to make this one, so I did make this one right here. So let's start off with that. There's that bottom wand. I think it came out pretty good. This is actually made out of Paduk. I'm never really sure how to say that. I don't know if it's Paduk or Perduk. I always forget how it's spelled, but it came out pretty nice. It's a little bit like an orangey red color, which came out super, super nice. Meekachii is actually like loving this wand right now, but she's like, no, you should just keep it. And I'm like, okay, are you sure you don't want it to be your new wand? And she's like, nah. But this is it's a very simple design. A lot of sanding. That's how we got all of the shape going all the way down. We have a little bit of like a natural crack right there on the wood, which I personally think looks really cool. You just have to be careful. You know, you don't want to put this in your pocket a lot because it can get caught like on your, you know, a string or something in your pocket. It's fairly light. This type of wood is not very, very heavy. It's not super dense, so it makes it a lot lighter. I believe this is about 14. I lied, it's 13 3/4. Yeah. Remember, guys, all these wands that I'm showing you guys today, at least the ones that I created, not the ones that you guys created, are going to be going up on the shop today. So when you guys see this, they should already be up. They're going to be going live the same time that the video goes live. So these are going to be going up on the shop for sale, unless one of the patrons calls dibs on one of them first, because they get first dibs. That's one of the benefits of being a patron. So therefore, that's this guy. Yeah. And now let's move on. I think, oh, you know what? All of these wands that I'm showing you guys today are inspired by 3 wands from here. So that's pretty cool. So the other one is going to be this guy right there. It's super simple. Originally, the idea was I was going to put this cut into it right there onto the end of the handle. I decided not to because I liked the way it looked before I cut it. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to put that cut in there. It's not going in there. So therefore, we were left with this. I did add a little bit of black to this, which I think came out really cool. It's like almost a translucent black that I used. You can actually see the grain a bit through it, which I just thought looked so cool when I was doing it. I was just like, okay, well, it looks like I don't need to paint. I don't need to cut it at all. It also has all these little cutouts around the bottom of this circle right here. And then there's a couple of cool parts here because this black actually strips all the way across like this. And there's a few parts where it actually looks like it's running all the way down because this is actually made out of black and white ebony, this is the only piece of black and white ebony that I had. So this is the only wand that's going to be black and white ebony for a while because I haven't picked any more up. Really, really love how this wand feels in my hand. I haven't made a wand like this yet that has a really big end on it. Therefore, like it just feels different than everything else. Obviously, you wouldn't hold this wand like this because then it would be too butt heavy. You definitely hold it here. You hold it like Lupin's wand. Lupin's wand is similar to this, where it has a bulbous end on it. And this just feels really cool in your hand, like this. Like it's kind of like one of those wands that you just, yeah, you know, like just like here, as opposed to one like this, where you're gonna hold it more towards maybe 3/4 of the way up. That's where it feels more comfortable. It's in your hand. This one sits in your palm. So I feel like this is at least how you would use this one. Maybe it's like one of those gun wands, you know? Pew pew. That's this one, guys. Yeah. So right now we got 2. Boom. A little bit of sip. The final one is going to be this little guy right here. So this one was inspired by a small antler that goes into another piece right here. I originally was going to put that big cut in there and then stick the shaft into the handle, but what I decided to do instead is kind of merge it so that it looks like it's one, kind of like that honeycomb wand where it merges into the honeycomb. Did I say honeycomb? I meant to say honey dipper wand. Kind of like the honey dipper wand where it merges as like it's kind of going into one. So also that one, I also did use the mahogany on that one too. That's a coincidence. I did not realize that that happened. What's cool about this wand? I think it came out pretty antlery, I would say. It's not perfect, obviously. You know, antlers don't have this pattern on it and stuff, but I do like this. I believe this is Bailey. I never know how to say that wood name. But this is mahogany, like I said, and there's a couple of really cool things about this wand that you may not notice like at first, but there's a couple of parts right here where the two wands meet, where you can see that like it has these little strips on there that kind of flow from one to the other. You may not be able to see it in the video, but I think it came out pretty good. It also has a couple of little like white, like a little strips on the end of this, and also a couple little strips like right at the tip right there. I like this wand. It feels really good in your hand. It's surprisingly, this part of the wand is surprisingly light compared to this side of the wand. It's fairly, it looks like the balancing point is right there, which is cool. Basically right where you would want to hold it. It's weird. It's different. I like it. It's actually made out of the same wood that this one is. And this is the one that I made last week, 2 weeks ago. And this one reminded me of an antler, and that's what made me then go to this one and be like, hey, I should make an antler wand, and this one looks pretty cool. Here you have it, guys. These are the 3 wands for this week, and personally, here's the thing. I like all 3 of them, but just for different reasons. One, I love the little details on this one. I think that the wand came out, the handle, the antler part came out pretty good. I like the flow of this right here and how it looks. So really, really cool. I love the simplicity of this one. Also, the red color looks freaking like dope. Like it just looks really good. I like the simplicity of it. There's a little bit, I airbrushed a little bit of silver on here, so it does have like these little silver accents all over it. So if you, the way the light shines on it, you'll see like a silver sparkle almost going across the whole thing. I think it looks really cool like that. That's why I did it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Anyway, love that. And then this one, I just love how this one feels, right? So like I said, it's a super simple design. I've never made a wand like this, but it just like feels really good. Kristen recently just said that she thought that this one was inspired by Michael's doorknob idea, which I totally see that now. I should have made this like gold or bronze or something. Then it would have totally looked like a doorknob. But it feels so good in your hand. It's such a comfortable wand, and it's surprisingly comfortable because it shouldn't be, because it's like, it's not conformed to your hand in any way, but it just like, it's nice and heavy in your hand, and it just feels really good. So I like all 3 of them. They're all cool, and they should all be up on the shop if you guys are interested. Remember, if you guys want to submit your creations, I will put a, not a link, but the email right over here. And if you guys want to check out last week's video, it's probably going to be popping up at the end of all of this. If you guys haven't seen that one, go check that one out. We went over some cool wands, and it was pretty fun. And we plan on doing this next week, also Friday, live stream. Everybody better be there. You guys better be there. I want to see all of your faces. I can't see your faces. You guys can see my faces. But drop in, say hello, give me some wand ideas. Tell me what you guys think. Maybe just hang out and talk to us about some stuff. Ask us some questions. We do like to interact with you guys. And when I say we, I mean me, Meekachii. Sometimes Michael will join us, and we'll have some fun. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to submit your things, your ideas, your video, whatever. Sorry if I didn't mention your wand that you submitted in this video. Hopefully I'll get around to it. I do get a lot of submissions, so I don't want to overwhelm you guys of too many. If you guys want me to do just a video of just going over wands, let me know in the comment section below. I feel like I'm going on forever, so I'm just cut it off right here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time. Bye.